Welcome into our Christmas Eve edition of Extra Time. Craig with us here in the studio. Don Hutchinson joins us as well. And Shaka, where's the tinsel? A little bit of festive decoration in the Hislop house.
I don't know. I was away working very hard at the World Cup, Darwin. I had my time to decorate because I do all the decorating.
Yeah, you need the excuse there. Don, your twins must be excited. They're at a good age, aren't they, for Christmas?
Buzzing, Dan. They are absolutely buzzing. We were tracking Santa this afternoon. He was Australia somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do a double check when we get back tonight, but they are buzzing.
What's top of the list?
World Cup ball. One of them wants a World Cup ball. One of them wants Playdoh. So you couldn't get a set of twins that are so completely different.
Standard.
So one's footy and one's loads of Playdoh-y stuff that'll wreck my head. Wants to see it all over the floor. I've been wanting to clean it up, so that's going to do me head in. So that's going to wreck my head after about 24 hours. Playdoh everywhere.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to stop having these kids, Don.
Well, it's official. There's no more, Craig. It's
Right,
official.
good. I don't think we need any of the details of that.
Oh my God.
There you go. What do you want for Christmas? Did everyone just play All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth when you had no teeth?
I've always had teeth.
Well, yeah, but you didn't have your front teeth, did you?
No, I've always had teeth. I've just not always had them in. At any given time,
Yes.
they could disappear.
Yes.
I've had all the jokes, don't worry.
Yes, I bet you
This
have.
Christmas is a bit because
Everyone's a bit old now in the Burnley household, yeah?
our three kids are all... The youngest one is about to turn 20 in
Wow.
3 months, so yeah. But they were... No. Back in the day,
Yes.
when they were your age, when they were your kids' age,
Yes.
and a bit older than Dawn's, they were kind of similar,
Yeah.
and there was all three of them. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Fantastic. No, it's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, they
I love
loved it as well. They loved
It's
it.
great. Shaka, do you want the World Cup to happen every 2 years since it would give you an excuse to travel and, quote-unquote, work away from the studio?
The short answer to that is no, Dan. I am happy with the World Cup being every 4 years. I am happy with it being 32 teams. I don't think there's any need to change.
Well, it's going to be 48 at the next one, so
48 teams.
you won't be able to travel because it's, well, maybe.
Well, it's here, isn't it?
Well, it's Canada and
Mexico.
Little trip down to the Riviera Mile.
There we go.
And squeeze that in.
There you are.
You know why he doesn't want it every 2 years?
Why not?
That's going to affect all the rest of his travel.
Well, that's true, yes.
There's not enough room to squeeze all his travel in.
Yeah.
So it has to be 4
So it has
years
to be stretched out over that time.
to make sure.
Can't interfere with Carnival.
Carnival's
coming up.
How he gets away with that one,
Well.
I'll never know.
Don, would you...
Pinocchio!
Carnival is February. Don't worry. Carnival is February. Don't worry.
yeah, we know
Nothing's
that.
messing with that.
Don, would you have enjoyed or hated having Emi Martinez as a teammate?
See, he's one of them where you would absolutely love having him as a teammate. But if you played against him, and we've seen his actions, I know Craig said get a life, all Emi Martinez haters the other day, but he's done my head in. Honestly, his antics have sort of soured it for me. But the lads will tell you, we've all played with characters like that. And when they're in your dressing room, you absolutely love them.
What's he done that's been that bad? I mean, I've been walking dogs and
Have you?
doing stuff.
Really?
I mean, I haven't let it.
Busy man.
Very busy. I haven't let it sort of absorb into my mental psyche.
Right.
Don, what's he done apart from the couple of silly things?
Well, he's just been. I mean, the silly thing with the glove, that anyone can get carried away and do something daft. That's fine.
All right, yeah.
As long as he hasn't offended anyone. But the thing where he's carrying like a baby Kylian Mbappe around everywhere he goes, and the Argentina fans burning coffins with Kylian Mbappe on. I mean, why? What's the point? And if you're Emi Martinez, get your head screwed on because you're going to play against Kylian Mbappe, and he's going to score 3 against you one day, and you're going to be made to look a fool again. So I don't see why, Craig, when you've won the World Cup, instead of just partying and having an amazing time, what are you going around carrying this Kylian Mbappe little doll for and taking the... I don't get why you'd want to take the mickey out of someone. I don't understand that when he's just banged a hat-trick in, scored 4 against you, including the penalties. I mean, what's the point? Why carry it on?
I understand. I just haven't let it get to me. Obviously.
Well, because you've been How are you walking the dogs in this weather?
Like that.
Blimmin' heck.
I still hold them like that.
Don, what do you really think of Darwin Nunez?
Do you know what? I like him, Dan. I think the Liverpool fans have nicknamed him Chaos, and I think that's what you can see. I think he's trying to please, and I think he's so desperate to do well. And when you try and see, if you're a fan and you see a player come through the door with big money, you expect him to score goals. Fans are not really interested in the bigger picture and what it takes when you're a young player going to a big club. And factor in that he's only 23, doesn't speak a word of English, got sent off at his debut, which cost him 3 games. He's then trying to catch up with Haaland. Everything's just racing and his mind's racing at a million miles an hour. Once he calms down, you'll see what a player he is, because there's no coincidence that he's been shifted out to the left-hand side where he's done most of his good work. Once he settles down, I think there's a brilliant player in there.
He is a good player. Just having a bit of trouble finding the angles between those big white sticks at the moment. So,
speaking of those big white sticks,
he's not that young though. I mean, 23.
Shaka, Craig often says that goalkeepers are a quote-unquote different breed. Do you agree? And if so, why are keepers so peculiar?
No, I don't agree. I think that's just a stereotype that some have earned, and players like goalkeepers like Emiliano Martinez continues to kind of represent. But I don't think there are any more strange goalkeepers than there are strange outfield players.
Oh.
Right. How come then the quota of people managing football clubs are probably less than 1% are goalies? Because they're not right in the head.
And there it was. I knew it was happening. I knew we were heading there.
They're not the full shilling. They're a sandwich short of a picnic. Right? You know that.
Let me just say, when I finished playing, I had no ambition at all to manage. So no, I can't speak to that percentage, because certainly for me, I wouldn't have minded being a goalkeeping coach. I would do that happily. But I had then and have now zero ambition to coach or be a manager.
Yeah. Apart from going to the carnival in February, what do you have ambition for?
Sleep.
Sleeping?
Don, are they a different breed, goalkeepers?
All of these?
Of course they are. They're nuts, Dan.
Right.
All of them. They're nuts. I was at Liverpool with Bruce Grobbelaar, one of the nuttiest of all time. And Shaka, you must have come across John Burridge. You must have come across Budgie. Dan, for any youngster that doesn't know John Burridge,
I did.
on a Friday night, a game on a Saturday, he used to sit there watching the TV and he used to get his missus to throw fruit at him on the angle, and he'd just catch it and just be alive and just be alert and just catch different fruits. He wouldn't tell his missus when to throw it. And then I read that he used to do a training session when he was at Newcastle, and he used to get a young centre forward, an apprentice. He used to get a young wide player, bag of balls out on the left-hand side, and he'd get the young apprentice to clip some balls into the 18-yard box, and he used to practice punching half the young kid's head and half the ball.
Oh my goodness.
He used to nuts, Dan. They're nuts, all of them.
Yep.
Didn't he have a weird warm-up routine? Is that the guy?
It's brilliant. Go to YouTube, see John Burridge warm-up. It's amazing. But you know, there is a pathway to understanding this. They probably 99.9% of them, Shaq included, are all psychologically scalded as youngsters, because they all.
They're made to play in goal.
Yeah. They all grew up watching, whether it's now it's Messi, whether in the 80s it was Maradona, whether it was in the 60s and 70s it was Pelé, and they all grew up wanting to be one of those people. And then at some point in their thick heads, there's a realisation that all the other kids in the school are shouting at them to get in goal because they're not very good out in the field. And then they get the gloves. And that's when they realise that they're different.
That's it.
They're different, and they've been. I mean, short of putting like one of those tags on them when you burn it into their skin that says "goalkeeper for life."
Right.
That's them, they're done.
Okay, I think we've been mean enough to Xhaka and goalkeepers. Okay.
Somebody will come.
What about this, Don? Ready? Start, bench, sell.
Ooh.
Coutinho, Hazard, Dele Alli.
Ooh.
Dear me, that's a mean question, that isn't it?
That's
Is that
easy.
Michael
Wow.
Matthews.
That's easy,
No,
Don.
but it's mean.
Dele Alli,
Yeah, but it's mean.
Good grief.
I know, but I don't want to be too mean to the guys.
Christmas.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean, Michael Matthews. Start Coutinho. Who's the other one?
Hazard.
Hazard.
Bench him.
Hazard.
I'm sorry, Dele. Sell Dele.
Who are you whispering to, Shaq?
I was agreeing. I was trying to. Was he?
And that makes my point.
Was he word?
That makes my point about goalie. Don's
Telepathically.
Don's given this great consideration.
Telepathically, that's the word.
Yes, well,
That's it.
telepathically you got whispered to people.
I needed a college student.
So Don's trying to answer the question.
nutty
You're
one.
talking to
The
yourself in the
nutty one's
background.
trying to-
What hell?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
more do we need to know about goalkeepers? You're sitting there talking to yourself.
I was
I have to say, I
telepathing the answer.
I would start Hazard because he carried Chelsea for many, many years.
No, but now.
What do you mean?
Now.
Oh, now?
Yes.
I thought it meant as a career thing.
No, obviously Hazard. Right.
All right, I concur.
Right, you concur?
With Don, yes.
Yeah, you agree with Don?
Yes.
Here we go, Craig.
Is he still talking to himself?
Here we
in the
go.
background?
This is good, actually.
The goalie.
Would you rather eat a bad steak or an amazing steak served by Salt Bae, who proceeds to sit at your table for the rest of the meal?
I'd rather eat a well done steak that the chef had topped it on the floor at least half a dozen times, stood on it, and then kicked it to my table. Kicked it to my table, and he picked it up with his 2 feet like that.
Yeah.
He threw it on. He lobbed it on, like flicked it on the table with his big toe.
Right.
Somehow managed to do that.
Yeah.
And it was all fatty.
Yeah.
This steak as well, it was chewy.
Yes.
And it was all fatty around the edges, and it was horrible. And the vegetables it came with were all like overcooked and smudgy and squeegee. And
sounds
there was
amazing.
And not only that, there was a fly on it.
Right.
And not only that, there was hairs from the kitchen.
Right. Yeah, well,
Different
it's been on the
coloured
floor
hairs
a bit,
all
hasn't
over
it?
the place.
Yes.
I would rather eat that than have one of his steaks and be sat with him,
There we go.
having him chuntering on all night. chuntering on. I'd have.
Oh, you like a well done steak anyway, Don, don't you?
Well, Craig was describing that, and I thought at some point that sounded amazing.
There you go.
Don, come on, please tell me. Don, please tell me.
Mate,
We understand.
No, mate, you're right.
We
You're
understand
right.
Stevie.
Clown,
right?
isn't he? He's a clown.
We understand Stevie. The man is from a different era.
No, but Don's weird with food as well.
Do you have your steaks well done, Ston?
Yeah, but I just
Don.
it's the blood, Craig. I can't have blood on me plate. So if you do me a steak and it's bloody, whether that's rare or medium, I don't want the blood.
Medium rare, medium.
Yeah, you still get a little bit. You still get a bit of blood. So then I want to just cook it a bit more, mate. I don't want no blood. I'm not a caveman. I don't want any blood
Not caveman.
on my plate.
You're eating meat.
Don, by that
No, but I
time,
don't want blood. I'm not drinking blood. I want to drink blood. I'm not a
that's
How
vampire.
rare is your steak?
John, Jim, Don, by that time it isn't blood, it's juice. I can't believe
Craig,
you
I can't
guys.
see the red. I can't see the red blood and the juice and think, yeah, I want a bit of that.
Don, you like a.
Medium rare.
I'll have medium or medium rare.
There you go.
What?
Oh, what? Oh, medium rare. If I go for a nice thick steak somewhere, it's medium rare. Fantastic.
Don's face.
Me and Stevie are having a table for two then.
Wow.
Well, I tell you what, there is a connection there.
Yes, most definitely. Craig, who would you pick to take the decisive penalty? Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Mbappe?
I'd probably pick Mbappe actually. Bearing in mind,
Well, yeah.
he scored three
in the World
total
Cup
in the
final. Yeah. Who would you have, Shaq?
Yeah, Mbappe.
Yeah.
Mbappe for me, given what you've seen of late, especially.
Don?
Same. I was just expecting Shaka to send me something there, but there was nothing coming.
No, he wasn't whispering.
I've cut off that line, Don.
Still can't get my head around when you cut the steak open and it's just dry.
Yeah, it's not nice.
It's kind of done. It's like it's kind of. It's not ruined, but it's.
Well,
some gravy.
It is ruined.
Put some gravy on it, or put some peppercorn sauce on it.
Get some gravy.
Peppercorn sauce, Craig.
Well, that's just
Shaka,
it's just wrong.
Speaking of food, what's your favourite Christmas meal? Don, since you're a little on the heavier side lately, what's your favourite Christmas dessert? I don't think you're looking heavy, Don.
Wow.
Mr. Wilson.
Who's that? Mr. Wilson?
Yeah.
Fat Club I'm in.
Wow.
Me and Calvin Phillips in the Fat Club.
Goodness me. Let's start off with...
What's your favourite Christmas meal?
What's your favourite Christmas meal?
Well, the Christmas meal's the Christmas... all of it.
No, it's Shaka. You're on dessert, Don.
Oh, I'm on dessert, sorry.
Shaka.
I'm on dessert.
Christmas.
I'm on...
Okay. What's happening? We do a really good breakfast, and we have pastels, what we call pastels. It's made with cornmeal and a mix of minced meat and seasonings, and so that is my absolute favourite.
Oh, nice. Nice, Shaq. What about you, Don? Christmas dessert?
I like a chocolate log.
Right.
Cut in like a nice thick slice.
Okay.
And hot custard.
Oh, nice.
Hot custard.
Yeah.
Not had that for a while. Hot
Good call. Good call.
Did you ever have semolina as a kid?
Yes. Yeah, they used to sell it at school, wasn't it?
Yeah, cheap then, weren't it?
Yeah, exactly. Not nice.
Hot custard. I've not had that for a while.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good, Don.
Rice.
There you go, see?
Ambrosian cream rice.
There we go.
Turkey. Turkey's dry though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is.
It's a surprise this year. I don't know what we're
You're
getting.
going out for dinner, aren't you?
Dinner, yeah. Save the wife.
So is it a set meal or what?
I don't know. We've not seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
Which is slightly worrying me that we've actually got the booking.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? We booked it weeks ago.
Yes.
Just get the mint sauce ready.
So.
Don, what will be happening in the Hutchinson household regarding food tomorrow?
It'll be chaos.
Yeah.
Because we've got a table that seats about 6.
Okay.
There's 9 people coming round, so everyone's going to be squashed together. It'll be chaos.
What percentage of people are not going to have seats?
Well, Dougie and Fletch have got their own tiny little table, which is quite cute. So their tiny little table's just been bolted onto the big table. Yeah, exactly. Little fairy lights around us. So they've got a table for 2.
Nice.
It's
same at Seb's household.
Yeah, I'm just not good with the carnage. Not good with the carnage, like the mess.
No, you don't like mess.
No, they'll be opening the presents, and I'll be like on top of them. Get that in the bin. Put that rubbish in the bin. Make sure that's Hoover.
Oh, I'm the same.
I like it clean.
Oh, I'm the same. I mean, I won't be like that for me at Christmas now because the kids. But it used to be. Yeah. I used to go round after the 3 of them, just picking up because they'd open the presents and the paper when we were living in Nottingham. The paper was just everywhere. And my message would say, "Will you stop cleaning up?"
Yeah, just calm down.
I'm going behind.
Yes.
I'm going behind them, but I feel sorry for my lad's working 6 till 6, a 12-hour shift.
Wow.
So
things he does to get away from you.
He's working. Double time, I believe.
Oh, there you go. Good for him.
He's missing his dinner.
Oh, well. Final question. Who would be the best Santa amongst all the panellists? My vote is for Frank. Frank's got the beard, doesn't he?
Stevie,
surely.
Stevie.
See, this is another thing where Stevie thinks I couldn't pull off going into management because I would end up just putting the head in people and nutting them.
Right.
But the same would have been Santa. As soon as I come down that chimney, I'd change.
Yeah, but you couldn't last. Like, say you had to sit there.
Remember Wonder Woman going into the telephone box or whatever it was? She
Yes.
used to spin round. I don't know what she did. It was years ago.
There you are. Interesting, you've got Wonder Woman as a reference, not Superman.
Flexible. Come down the chimney.
Yeah, but you'd be nice for 2 minutes.
Stevie wouldn't get down the chimney.
And then it would wear off.
Listen, Stevie wouldn't get down the chimney.
No, that could be an issue.
He wouldn't get his chin down there.
But he would be a comfortable person to sit on the lap of.
No.
Because there's plenty of cushion there, isn't there?
I'd have that. With the amount of gas he lets off, there weren't many kids would stay there for long. Good grief.
Oh dear, who would be the worst Santa? Gav wouldn't be a very good Santa because he would just tell them the history of every present.
What would you like for Christmas? Oh, I like that little truck.
Yeah.
I'm going to build a truck. Let me tell you about that truck.
Yes.
In 1974, it's built.
Jack would fall asleep. He'd miss delivering the present.
I've played Santa already. I've played Santa when I was at West Ham.
Did you, Shaq?
Yeah, every time he went in goals, played Santa.
Oh, yeah, he gave gifts to all the strikers.
I tell you what, Julian wouldn't be much good either, would he? Because he'd just get his Santa kit on, then Gab would replace him with somebody else. I'm Santa. Oh, I'm replaced. It's Robbo. Oh, it's Don. It's Nedham.
Oh. Have you ever dressed up as Santa, Don?
No, but Shaka knows this lad, Stephen Bywater, who was a young reserve goalkeeper, played 1 or 2 appearances. Great lad. And Max, who's now 21, was about sort of, I don't know, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
And I got Stephen Bywater to get a Santa's outfit and come round my flat at the time, accidentally let himself in with 1 or 2 presents, go into Max's room, put them by his bed and accidentally on purpose waking him up so Max could just sort of see him and then leave. And then Max's face in the morning was an absolute picture because he didn't know if he was dreaming and he didn't know what happened. But I videoed it and showed him, so I was like, yes, I was like Dad of the Year for that one Christmas. So Stephen Bywater now, Dan, is still in my phone as Santa Claus, so whenever he rings, Santa Claus pops up.
Oh, fantastic. Lovely story, Don.
Yeah.
That is it. That brings us to the end.
Why did you point at me?
I thought you were going to say something inappropriate.
No.
Because I thought something inappropriate. I thought you were going to say it. That is it then. We are done. No. We will be back tomorrow for our Christmas special, which I'm afraid is recorded. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.